Okay, think about the really deep parts of the ocean for a second. Places sunlight just doesn't reach.
Pitch black, immense pressure.
Exactly. And imagine the kinds of creatures living down there. Things we've basically never seen.
Well, that's actually what we're diving into today, a creature that was almost mythical for nearly 100 years.
We were talking about the colossal squid. For so long, all we knew came from, well, bits found inside whales.
Or sometimes dying ones caught accidentally by fishing boats. Never seen alive doing its thing.
Until now. This is huge. The first ever footage of a colossal squid alive in its deep sea home.
It's a major breakthrough.
Yeah. So our mission for this deep dive is to unpack this amazing sighting. We've got news reports detailing it all. What can we learn about this squid and, the deep ocean itself?
Let's get into it.
Okay, so first things first. Where and when did this actually happen?
It was March 9th this year, and the location was way down south, near the South Sandwich Islands.
Wow, okay. That's remote. Like waters between Argentina and Antarctica remote.
Very remote, a challenging place to do research for sure. Makes sense for such an elusive creature, though.
It really does.
Yeah.
So who gets the credit? Who made this observation?
It was a team of researchers on the Schmidt Ocean Institute's vessel, the Falkor.
Ah, the Falkor. They do a lot of deep sea work, don't they?
They do. This was part of an expedition specifically focused on exploring these deep, poorly understood waters.
So not just a lucky accident then. They were actively looking down there.
Right. They were using an ROV, a remotely operated vehicle.
An underwater robot, essentially.
Exactly. Kitted out with cameras, lights, the works. It lets them explore way deeper than divers can go.
Incredible tech. They
Yeah.
handle that pressure and send back images. So how deep are we talking? Where did they spot the squid?
They were down at approximately 600 meters.
600 meters. That's what, nearly 2,000 feet?
Yep. In total darkness, under enormous pressure. It really gives you a sense of the extreme environment.
Wow. Okay, so the ROV gets down there.
Yeah.
What did they actually see? What did it look like?
They found a juvenile colossal squid, and it was estimated to be about 30 centimeters long.
30 centimeters. Like a foot long.
Roughly, yes. And it was just swimming freely, behaving naturally. The first time we've ever seen that.
That's amazing. But 30 centimeters, that sounds small, right? Because the colossal squid name implies something.
Well, colossal.
Oh, absolutely. That's the fascinating part. This little juvenile grows into a giant. The adults, Mesonegatithes hamiltoni.
That's the scientific name.
That's the one. They can get up to 7 meters long
7 meters. Okay, hold on. That's over 20 feet.
and weigh nearly 500 kilograms, almost half a ton. It's actually the heaviest invertebrate on Earth.
Half a ton. It's just mind-boggling that this foot-long thing turns into that. How little we know about their life cycle, I guess.
Precisely. How fast do they grow? What do they eat at different stages? So many questions.
And there was something else mentioned, a really distinctive feature, something about its arms.
Yes, that's key. Instead of just suckers, like many squid, the colossal squid has rotating hooks on its arms. Rotating hooks, what does that mean?
Well, they're sharp, swiveling hooks, probably much better for grabbing onto, slippery prey in the dark. A really unique adaptation. It helps tell them apart from other related species like glass squids.
Hooks that rotate. Wow. Just perfectly built for that environment. So seeing this juvenile, even though it's small, why is this such a landmark moment?
Well, think about it. We knew this species existed for almost a century, but only from dead bits. Dr. Kat Bolstad from Auckland University of Technology put it really well.
Oh, yeah. What did she say?
She said, "It's exciting to see the first in situ footage of a juvenile colossal squid," and she added, "and humbling to think that they have no idea that humans exist."
That's a great quote. Humbling's right. They're down there in this whole other world.
Exactly. It's the first time seeing it truly in its element, undisturbed.
And wasn't this expedition doubly lucky? Didn't they spot something else remarkable too?
They did. Earlier on, I think back in January, the same team got the first ever footage of another rare species, the glacial glass squid.
No way. So 2 first ever sightings on the same set of expeditions.
Yeah. It really underscores how much is down there that we haven't seen and maybe how effective this kind of focused ROV exploration can be.
It must just fuel the desire to explore more. I think the head of the Schmidt Ocean Institute commented on that.
Yes, Dr. Jyotika Vermani, she said, these back-to-back sightings of 2 rare squid species underscore just how much of our oceans remain unexplored.
Makes sense.
And she continued, the ocean continues to reveal its wonders, and we are only just beginning to understand the diversity that lies beneath.
That really hits home. You think about the sheer volume of the ocean.
Yeah.
We've barely scratched the surface. It taps into that, basic human curiosity about the unknown.
Absolutely. It's a powerful reminder that there are vast ecosystems operating under conditions we can barely imagine. And it seems this discovery really captured people's attention globally, right?
Yeah, the reports mention that. It wasn't just scientists getting excited.
No, apparently there was widespread buzz among marine biologists, obviously, but also just ocean enthusiasts around the world.
Understandable. It's like getting a peek behind a curtain into this incredibly hidden world, the Southern Ocean's deep sea.
A rare glimpse, definitely.
So let's sort of bring this together. What's the main takeaway from this whole event, this first sighting?
I think the biggest thing is simple. After nearly 100 years, we finally saw a colossal squid alive and kicking in its natural home. That's huge.
It opens up so many possibilities for actually understanding the animal now.
Exactly. It gives us real data, real observations to work with, not just guesswork based on carcasses. It's a massive step forward for understanding deep sea life.
And it really puts a spotlight on the importance of exploring these deep regions, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It shows there's incredible biodiversity still waiting to be discovered and highlights just how much more we need to learn about life in extreme environments.
So as we finish up, here's something to chew on. You have this enormous, unique creature living in total darkness under crushing pressure, completely unaware of us. What does that imply about life itself?
Right. What other completely alien forms of life might exist in places like that? Things we can't even conceive of right now.
And how might finding them change how we see life, not just in the ocean, but on Earth as a whole? It's a pretty profound thought.
Definitely something to ponder. The deep ocean still holds so many secrets.